I'm not ready. Glasses on. My beanie looks. Something's wrong with my beanie. What happened to last look? Did y'all not look? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? What is? What are we doing here? What kind of? This is Bush League. Oh boy, it just gets brighter and brighter every time. What's going on, beautiful people? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. Give me a second. I'm trying to get used it. Okay. I feel like a mess. I feel like a mess. Yeah, it's Monday, Susan. Monday. Loner's mad at me because I took a weekend off to talk to people, but I'm good. Thank you for checking on me. And I asked how you were, and he said something very vulgar to me, which makes him an asshole. Oh man, let's get into today's show. We got a bunch of topics. Thank you to all the new subs on YouTube. We're climbing away. It feels good. Damn it took some time to get this to work. And I can honestly say that figuring it out and making it flow has been splendid. Let's get into it. I got a joke today. It's a good one. A ham sandwich walked into a bar and asked the bartender for a beer, and the bartender said, "We don't serve food in here." Oh, that joke.
Now turn it up. Turn it up.
Why does it sound like that?
Turn it up.
Y'all hear that? I don't like it. I don't. Yo, does my mic sound like that? What's wrong with this song? I don't want to hear that. What was that? Why does it sound like that? What the fuck is that? Is that how that sounds? Is it me? Why does everything sound like that? I don't know. Hey, Loner, what's it sound like? It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe Wine. My voice is still shot. Shit. It's extremely hot once again. Loner. I know he mad. He mad. I don't know. It just got hot, like mad hot. Holy shnikes. And yeah, I guess we're in here. I don't even know why that sounded like that. Like at all. I don't know. No. No, I wasn't sure what's going on, beautiful people. How's everybody doing? We're back, and I am now sweating profusely. Like, this is all bad. Hurry. I don't even know. I have no idea. This is terrible. My bad, y'all. I'm having like off-camera conversations. Like, I just got mad shiny. What the fuck is happening? Dog, I don't got rags and shit in here, y'all. Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck me, bro. God damn. Don't text me back. Don't text me back. No, it. Oh. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even know. Is it? Is it really getting ghetto and ghetto? You just mad. Hey, how does my sound sound? Because if not, guess what? I'll cut this whole thing short today. I will leave. What's going on? That song was ass. Was it the song? How upsetting. Does everything sound like that? I can't hear anything. Susan, this is really getting upsetting. I promise you. I don't know. Oh, it was just a song. That's terrible. We should have came in with this one. Wow. All right, my bad, y'all. What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, live from Las Vegas. I'll be your host, Kasabian, with talent on loan from God. This is episode 391, and it's fine. We're off to a rocky start, but we're fine. I'm not a bad friend. I checked on you. I still came back. I doubled back. I expressed. God damn it! I look like a fucking drug addict, dude. You guys are really killing me. Loner texted me and asked me how I was. I've been down bad and I'm still sick. Thank you for checking on me. But I did check on you, so don't do that. Welcome back, everybody. My name's Kasabian. This show's about hip hop and news. Mostly news. Not really about hip hop anymore. We cover music from time to time. But let's get into these topics. We have a bunch of topics. On Wednesday, I'm going to cover this Playboy model that was out here in Vegas that had a dead body in her trunk. And it sounded like a great story for the holiday season. We got a RIP. We'll get into that in a minute. I want to talk about popularity versus talent. Excuse me. I always feel like that's a conversation in entertainment that we should always have. Twitter's twittering. Julia Fox had an interview, and I'm not really too sure why. She's too easy to get. Like, nah. Snitching on who? Who I'm snitching on? The Playboy. No, hey, homeboy, let me tell you something. First off, you know better. We cover the news. I'm not breaking shit like that. Trey Songz is back at it again. We'll talk about that. We talk about the club shooting over the weekend, I believe. I'm disconnected. I was completely disconnected. Got to the studio and we got right to work. Earthquake hit Indonesia. Carvana is crashing. The London real estate market seems eerily familiar, and I want to talk about that just to give you guys some contrast. Night Owls versus Early Birds. Banksy versus Guess. Guess is wildin', yo. And we're going to protest them like we're doing Adidas. Let's talk about 10 cities. Well, I got 8 cities. And how much you need to make now to live in those cities. Because we covered it. It was brief. But we should definitely give a better example, and I found a decent list, so we'll talk about that, as well as Elizabeth Holmes. You know, the lady that spoke like this and said that she was gonna cure all blood diseases within minutes, and this made her seem like she was smart. The bitch is going to jail. My bad. She's going to jail. I'm sorry. She's going to jail, and she got pregnant. You're not smart. You're just not smart. You're just dumb. We're just dumb as fuck at that point. What are you doing? Anyway, let's get into these topics because we had a terrible outing at the music. Let's set the mood. What are we setting the mood with? Here we go. What is wrong with the fucking sound? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know why it sounds like that. Either way, what's good? It's only coming out of there. I don't like that.
Oh God.
I don't like that it sounds like that. What happened?
Okay.
Darling, what's popping? I ain't touched shit. Can you hear it? Does it sound crackly? Is it crackling?
It get lonely.
Here, I'll play some of my music. That'll get the mood going. Here we go. Do you hear that?
Oh God.
It's like everything coming from this side.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I ain't even start recording or anything. I can't hear it on my. It sounds like it's in my headphones, so I can't tell what the fuck is wrong. But whatever. You guys going live is just spectacular. It really is. It's spectacular going live, and it's so fun. Let's get to these topics. Oh man, first and foremost, do I have any sad music? I don't have any sad music. It's so hard to say goodbye. Rest in peace to the Green Power Ranger. That came out of nowhere. JD. He was in mixed martial arts. He was doing fights. He was the Power Ranger, man. He go around and talk to kids like he was a solid dude. This is one of the reasons why I do Mental Health Mondays. Men don't speak. Men are not as candid as you would think. It's still frowned upon. You know how many people laugh at the post that we clip with me talking about stuff like this, and they're like, men have it so hard. They do. They do. And suicide rates in men are higher than ever. And it never really changes. Men ball it all up inside and you let it out in the wrong way. Rest in peace to Jason. Talk about it. Talk about it. Matter of fact, before we even go on, let's get into Mental Health Mondays and what's going on. I can tell you this. I have a lot of anxiety because everything that's coming right now, like it's the winter time, so we're ramping up heavy because so many people are going to be home. It's really, it's like, damn, dude, there's so much shit to do. And I kind of lock up when I have a lot of shit to do, right? Like I feel like I just turn into a shell of myself and I can't get things done. Then being sick for the past fucking feels like 3.5 years. It's been 2 weeks, I think. It's not easy or fun, by the way, to be sick. Like, it's just shitty. You know what I'm saying? It just feels shitty. It's not, I'm not having a good time. But I can say that with so many things coming up, I'm sure my stress is going to go through the roof as it comes, or the excitement and all the good stuff will level it out. I wonder, like, I always wondered, right? Like, if I got Neuralink, would it teach me, like, would I be able to turn off anxiety? Would I know how to handle things like regular people? Like, how do y'all feel? Like, I just don't know what that's like. Like, I've never been able to just lay in my bed comfortably and go to sleep. Like, I'll watch The Office for a little bit and then stare at the fucking ceiling for hours. You know what I'm saying? Thinking way too much. I think, and that's a fucking problem. Boy, don't be a thinking motherfucker. Let me tell you, that shit'll get you none but goddamn problems. The holidays are a very sad time. I lost my grandmother last year, and I've never, I don't really talk about it. Like I didn't really cry. To me, it was more of a relief. The sound was like my sound's messed up right now. Cause if it is, I'll restart it. I don't even know. I can't tell. I don't care what Parks will do. Yeah, but how's my sound? And then we'll talk about that real fast. Cause if not, I'm gonna stop. Cause if it sounds like shit. Oh, it's just the music, right? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I didn't cry over my grandmother. I always had a fear that if my phone rang in the middle of the night, my grandmother was dead or dying. And that anxiety lived with me for a long time. When my grandmother passed away, that went away. The holidays brings that shit back. You just start to think, man, I miss my grandmother. This time of year, Puerto Ricans get together and we make pasteles, we make coquito, we cook, we make pernil. I've changed a couple things around. I like to make different things for Thanksgiving. I don't like turkeys on Thanksgiving. I save my turkey for Christmas. I like a turkey on Christmas because if not, you just start making pernil after pernil and it's no good. This year I'm doing a brisket for Thanksgiving, really switching it up. I don't even want to do pernil. But it gets to you. It'll really wear you down and you might not know how to express it. And feeling sad and missing people is a bitch. There's no way around that one. Ain't no way around that one. But man, we'll see what the holidays bring. And guess what? You're fucked because I'm gonna be here throughout the whole fucking thing. I promise you. But besides, like, honestly, besides thinking about my grandmother this time of year, I'm just happy to fucking be alive and be around my kids. It's a good time. We'll see what next year brings. And we got so much work to do right now. Hey, help me get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. Can y'all help me do that before the end of the year? Like, I'm really pushing heavy over there, and I really want to try to do this now. Cause I feel like that's the like when it comes to this content shit, like you could be big on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, but YouTube is the one. So if y'all can start helping me over there on YouTube, man, I really appreciate that. That's gonna be the goal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for your loss. I do miss my grandmother dearly. I'm just glad she's not in pain anymore. That shit is so sad. You can't take it, you know. It's like watching your kids or your pets get sick and you can't take the pain away. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's very, very tough. All right. Damn it. No more sad stuff. God, you guys are such assholes. No idea. You have no idea.
On God.
On God.
Okay.
What else happened? Oh, Kanye. Holy sh. Okay, so Kanye bought all the Balenciaga he could, is what he said. And he wrote, or look, they screen printed Yay 24 on all the pieces. And he said that he's selling it all for $20 a piece. Hey, I need wardrobe for the show. Send me 300 pieces and send us the bill. Please. Yay. I need wardrobe for the show. Send it. We'll take it. That shit is dope. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you got in your warehouse, if you want to negotiate and you want to sponsor this show, yay. Send some shirts. We'll take pants too. But I mean, well, the verts are coming, so I do need pants. Look, just let's talk. Let's do this, yay. I like what you're doing. Yay is different. Yay is very different. Twitter's back. Twitter and Trump is supposed to be coming back. He said he don't want to come back. I think he lying like shit. I saw Yay back up there. Alex Jones is not coming back to Twitter. Not coming back to Twitter. I don't understand why he would go back to Twitter. Trey Songz, Trey, start feeling for views. Start twerking for views. All right, if you say so. I gotta do it on the headlights. Another Trey Songz story, punching some chick, allegedly punching somebody in New York City, according to TMZ. I don't know what's going on with that boy. Why they keep doing this shit with Trey? Why they keep doing that shit? And who watched the video on TikTok with the lady in Chechwan? I thought it was Lady Chicken. I was like, what the fuck is Lady Chicken? And no, Lady Chechwan. She climbed up the Chechwan, the Aztec temple. I don't understand why they didn't like rock her. They literally let her walk out of there. One person grabbed her hair and she squared up like she was with the shits. But she climbed all the way to the top of that thing and went inside and like looked around. That's wild. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that. I don't think you're allowed to do that. They kind of just, like I said, gently walked her ass the fuck up out of there. Talk about white privilege. You know, am I right? Am I right? I honestly don't understand what the fuck was happening. I don't get it. I can't believe she made it all the way up. And then she made it like the top and like walked in. She was like, all right, bet. See what y'all doing here. Like, what the fuck? Wow. I'm really starting to feel it. It hurts like shit. It really does. Hey, Julia Fox, check this out. Don't go on revolt shows that are gonna, or whatever show that was, excuse me. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just be careful with these shows that are like race baiting you, because you're not good at that. You're pretty dumb. You should shut up. They get you like the video of old girl chopping her ass up, and then every time she said something and they had like proof that it was wrong, and they would like cut away and show you. Don't do that. Maybe just like don't. Like, not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Not at all. All right, are we getting into? I can't even play the music to fucking get us into the other thing. I'll try. I don't give a fuck. I don't think that'll do anything though. What am I supposed? How, Susan? That's not even a thing. Prove it. Google it. All right. Whatever you say. All right, let's get into these stories. First one is out of Colorado. Over the weekend, I believe there was a shooting. Listen, I've been disconnected because I don't feel good. So I literally got all this today on my desk, and I went over it. Look, I have family members in the LGBTQ community. I may not be completely agreeing or well, there's just like so many convoluted lines now when it comes to the LGBTQ and like sexuality and things that are going on with kids in school that I try to avoid it. I don't have an issue with the LGBT community at all. That's not what I'm saying. Like it's not a me versus them thing. It's an ideology thing that I think as adults and as time goes on, we'll come up with a way how to coexist. We don't know how to coexist yet, and we're still learning. And once we figure it out, I think things will be fine, because I love all my gay friends. And when shit like this happens, I don't understand it. And I don't understand policing in these situations either. Like, if this type of crime happens, why are we saving this person and paying for them to live for the rest of their life comfortably? We're not living in hell, or they're not living in hell. They get to live in a jail cell, go see doctors, get medicine, get food, get showers. No. There's no investigating. Why'd you do this? Because he's a piece of shit. Take care of him. Make him non-existent. That way this doesn't fucking happen again. He would have done that shit with rocks or knives. Blame the gun all you want. Doesn't matter. The hate's the hate. Can't really get rid of the hate. I promise you they find different ways. This is terrible. And the shit just doesn't stop. Excuse me. And apparently it was on a it was a holiday? Oh man, that's ridiculous. Look, let's get this story out of the Los Angeles Times. Out of Colorado Springs, a man suspected of killing 5 people and injuring 25 others in a shooting at a gay nightclub in Colorado has been arrested on murder and hate crime charges according to court records. The man, identified by the police as Anderson Lee, 22, was arrested on Monday on 5 counts of murder and 5 counts of bias motivated hate crimes. That's a charge. So what's the difference between a motive? What is a bias motivated hate crime? Because it was so specific. That's an interesting charge. I would like to know what that charge carries and why. Bias motivated hate crime causing bodily injury. Court records show police say he opened fire at Club Q in Colorado Springs just before midnight Saturday. He was quickly subdued by others at the club and taken into custody when police arrived a few minutes after the first call was received. From what I heard, a couple of patrons grabbed a handgun from him and hit him with it. They didn't shoot him. They hit him. They stopped him. The police came within minutes. Congratulations to those police officers that really fucking did their job. Thank you. You know, it's shit like that that really puts a fucking smile on my face. They said they got there within 11 minutes. That's amazing. Those charges will be heavily investigated, and once the investigation is complete, the district attorney will determine formal charges, said Jessica Ramirez, the assistant in the district attorney's office in Colorado. When the formal charges are filed, we'll be sure to make public notifications, and at this time, we have not investigated whether it is a hate crime. I mean, really? Is it not a hate crime? I mean, it could be a crime of passion. He might have been upset about maybe his partner being in there or something, but it sounds like a hate crime. What the fuck are we talking about? And either way, why is he alive? Like, what are we doing? At least 2 heroic people confronted the gunman and stopped the shooting, which is amazing. We owe them a great debt. The police chief is, you know how that goes, right? They say thank you, but at the same time, don't be a hero. Sometimes you got to be a fucking hero, guys. One of the people in the bar took the handgun from the shooter and hit him with it. The Colorado Springs Mayor John Sutter said in an interview on CNN. There was a couple other things they said. Congratulations to everybody that helped, because that's a big fucking deal. You guys are heroes. I'm sorry for all the losses. I am sorry for any. There's no need to feel that way. You just want to have a good time. But I really want to salute those and congratulate those that stood up and became heroes in a time of fucking danger. Like, you're amazing. And I'm sorry, because that shit sucks. It really does. You just want to have a good time. Why bother people? Like, it's not like they're like, what the fuck are you doing? They're just clubbing. Like, go home, bro. Fucking watch TV. Go eat something. Go talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. Why you gotta hurt somebody else? Just be nice and fuck off. Like, that is like such an easy thing to do. Be nice and fuck off. If you got a fucking problem, go fuck yourself. Don't go ruin somebody else's night. Man, rest in peace to those. What do I know better? What do I do? I think I've articulated my point very well. I think I did. Because I don't have any other music, I gotta use my old bumper music. Because the other music is fucked up. Oh, God. I don't even know what's wrong with it. There's like static or some shit in the line, Susan. All right, well, breaking news. There was an earthquake earlier today. Stories out of Fox News. The death toll from a massive earthquake that struck Indonesia skyrocketed to 162 on Monday. That's insanity. The quake struck Indonesia's main island of, is it Java? And destroyed dozens of buildings. First responders erected mobile clinics to treat those injured as others searched for survivors in the debris. National Disaster Mitigation Agent Chief, wow, that is a hard fucking name to say. Okay, nope. Nah, we're going to say Sue. And I'm sorry, because that motherfucker is like 17 and a half letters. Said as many as 700 people were injured in the disaster. The agency said an Islamic boarding school, a hospital, and other public facilities were among the dozens of damaged buildings. That's fucking sad. Indonesia is a frequent victim of several earthquakes and tsunamis. A magnitude 6.2 earthquake in February killed at least 25 people and injured more than 460 in West Sumatra province. In January 2021, a magnitude 6.2 earthquake killed more than 100 people and injured nearly 6,500 in West Swahili. I mean, it's pretty fucking obvious that these earthquakes are going to continue to happen. I'm a firm believer that we should relocate. Like, why continue to pay for the shit to keep getting fucked up and people dying? How about we just collectively go, instead of donating money to keep fixing this, how about we just get the fuck out of here and try somewhere else? No? Am I wrong? Can somebody help me? Get this singing? Hey, yo. Me, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Oh, man. I'm gonna get you, bro. I swear. It's something else. That boy from FTX, Sam, is something else. I want to keep you guys updated on this FTX thing because honestly, this is going to be the reason why crypto will be forever regulated. Like whatever opportunities that you thought that there were in crypto being this whole unregulated, uncentralized banking system, it's out the fucking window now. This dude has definitely blown his fucking load all over this and definitely ruined it for a lot of people. Stories out of CNBC. Sam Bankman-Fried is hunkered. You see, it is hunkered. Is hunkered down in an upscale neighborhood in Nassau, still scrambling to raise billions to plug a hole in his now bankrupt FTX. He stepped down as the CEO of the company and a long shot deal. First off, can he step down? Are we really just going to say go ahead and step down after you burnt, what, 60 billion? Fucking wow, bro. A long shot deal will be viewed in the same way as any other third-party offer. Legal experts say it comes as Bahamas and Delaware courts fight for the power in FTX dueling bankruptcy filings. That's amazing. That is amazing. It's so much money, so fast, so gone. Despite being pushed out of the cryptocurrency giant that he founded. And I mean, it's beyond a giant, wasn't it? Yeah, we're not gonna. It was the fucking fastest one out, bro. He's smart, but he's dumb all at the same. He's like smart dumb. He's like skinny fat. That's what this is. He's skinny fat in the brain. Sam told CNBC he's trying to lock down a multi-billion-dollar deal that will bail out FTX, which has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy earlier this month. The company was once worth $32 billion. That motherfucker's worth nothing. Pennies. Money's drying up. Countries and countries of money just gone. Nobody knows where anything is. And that it just continues to happen. It'll continue to happen. I like to talk about real estate here in Vegas. I like to talk about real estate here in the States. But I found this article about the real estate sector in London. And because Susan, our dear Susan, is from London, I wanted to cover this story because it's eerily familiar to what's happening here. So let's get into this out of CNN Business. London rental market has become a nightmare, and here's why. Based in Madrid, but hoping to find work in London before starting his master's degree, the 22-year-old university graduate spent a month searching online for a room to rent in London on a budget of $1,070 or 90 pounds. Or 900, 90. It's not Mexican money. What's wrong with you? 900 shit pounds. She sent dozens of messages to landlords and vacant tenants and logged in for virtual viewings, only to find that the rooms had already been taken. I think that I sent over 100 messages to different ads and only had a reply to 1 out of 30. That's fucked. So so you got 3 out of 100 messages. You got 3 answers. Renters, real estate agents, and property search specialists described to CNN Business a frenzied scramble for rental units since the spring as students and workers flocked back into the city after the pandemic. The surge of demand collided with a steep drop in supply. Data from Rightmove and online property portals show that the number of available rentals in London fell by almost a quarter between July and September from the same period in 2021, and prices have soared as a result. This is something that happens often and people don't understand. When more people are searching for apartments as opposed to homes, the rental prices will go up. And then what you'll find is that when there's no homes, the people that have better credit and more money are going to be the ones that get these rentals, as opposed to people who are still starting out or have bad credit or have, just anything wrong. It's usually credit based. Whoever has fucked up credit, you didn't pay your bills, you're pretty much fucked. And it's expensive. So you're going to put yourself in a hole because you're going to be house poor because everything costs so goddamn much. Everything's damn near 50% more. The average monthly rent, including bills for a room shared or a house, the average monthly rent, including bills for a room in a shared house or apartment, hit 933 pounds or $1,109 in October, which is 17% up. 17% up. That sounds low. Just 17%. Is that just because it's year to year and they're not doing like an overall? So year to year is interesting because they're just going to compare like last year to this year to give you the best scope of how shit feels. I think it's more. I think it's a lot more. I really think it's a lot more. But it's interesting that they're going through the same thing. Europe has a very, I think, efficient way of housing that we don't have here in America. I can't be in a building. I need single family homes. I don't like living in a building. And I believe that single family homes should be easier to get. But if we're going to have that lifestyle of living in buildings and flats, they got to be easier to get into. You can't put people in this position where their past fuck ups are going to lead to them not being able to find a home or pricing them out. Like, if somebody can't pay their bills, do you think making their rent more expensive is supposed to help the situation? Like, do you know how fucking crazy that shit even sounds? I still don't know what the fix is going to be because it's going to get worse. A lot of people are going to lose their tax income or that tax return shit trying to move. Watch.
I do it on my long
I'm telling
when
you.
you on top.
I'm trying to make this an hour. We're trying to do an hour. I hate buildings. I fucking hate buildings. Bro, once I left New York and I got in a house, like, I never went back. I don't like buildings. I don't like neighbors. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your fucking face. We've had condos, but penthouse, top corner shit where you take an elevator right to your spot. I don't want to see nobody. I hate talking to gate guards. I hate talking to the valet dudes. I hate people in my fucking car. I just really hate people. So just let me park in my house. That's it. Let me just go to my house. Are you a night owl or are you an early bird? I think Drake got that song. He's like chicken head with the chicken head, chicken head or some shit. Whatever the fuck it is. The story's out of the Huffington Post. It's about women. But, I mean, there's little women in all of us. Right? HuffPost. I said Huffington. Oh, my bad. HuffPost. And you know what I meant. Shut up. Are you a night owl or are you an early bird? Did that sound inquisitive or was I like, oh wow, watch out. If you're an owl, you like to go to sleep later at night and wake up later in the mornings. Wow, early birds go to sleep and wake up earlier. Is that really what it is? Because I thought a night owl was like somebody that did shit at night, not went to sleep late and woke up late. That just makes you a lazy piece of shit. If you go to sleep late and wake up late, you're an animal. Wake the fuck up. Except now, a new study from the University of Ottawa? Ottawa. Is that real? Or is this some shit out of like Harry Potter? Where the fuck is Ottawa? Has gotten us talking about whether there is a link between our sleep routines and our intelligence. Except now, why am I reading the same line again, Susan? I swear to God, you just put the Ottawa shit right in front of me. Those who are early birds unsurprisingly found that they have more circadian rhythm. Ooh, circadian rhythm. That's when you're sleeping. When you're sleeping, your brain goes through all types of like different things. Your REM sleep. I have this box and it reads like my fucking heavy ass breathing and my tossing and turning, and it collaborates with my watch, my Apple Watch, to read my heart because my shit be hurting still and I be getting all scared and shit. But my heart says it's fine, and doctor says I'm just being a little bitch and I gotta stop crying about it, and it's my lungs, not my heart. I told him I don't believe him. And having a good circadian rhythm means that you're sleeping and waking up properly, so your brain is able to shut down, and then juices from your spine shoot into your brain and wash your brain every night. But if that doesn't happen, you're gonna have a groggy day. So the better your rhythm is, every like 15 to 20 minutes, your spine shoots a fluid on your brain, which washes all the shit off your brain so that you can start fresh the next day. It's very amazing what the body does. Somebody asked me the other day, Susan asked, what do I do when I wake up? Do I drink a hot cup of coffee? And yeah, most of the time, yes, but I try to go for water first. Our bodies are 75% water. So I always wake up to a full thing of water, a full glass or a full bottle of water, and then coffee it the fuck up because I'm Spanish. The better sleep pattern you have, the better you're going to operate. I find it interesting that their description of an early bird is just somebody that wakes up early, and a night owl is somebody that just fucks about. Like, you're just going to sleep whenever the fuck you want, waking up whenever you want. I don't know. That's just random to me. And this is what drives your intelligence according to Stuart Fogel, the director at Ottawa Sleep Research Laboratory. Good for them, because I think that's amazing that they think that this is a thing. Sleep does have a lot to do with how smart or how, I can't say not intelligent, but I mean, your brain doesn't operate properly when you're not like necessarily well rested. My biggest beef with daylight savings is that it fucks up your sleep rhythm. My dog doesn't understand daylight savings. He wants his goddamn food when he wants his goddamn food. But because of y'all, now the time doesn't mean anything, because it never meant anything, because time is a human construct that we have come up with, and you get to fuck with it and fuck with my sleep. And I don't like that. While the study found that night owls are likely to have better verbal abilities, when age has taken into consideration, early birds in older adulthood actually have better verbal intelligence. That's interesting. Catherine Weidel, who is the founder of Soul Care Mom and qualified life coach and yoga and meditation teacher. This lady does everything, doesn't she? Told HuffPost UK that waking up early can increase productivity levels, at least because individuals will have more time to get things done. That is an imperial fact, but that doesn't mean anything, because you could wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and sit on your phone and do dick for 2 hours, as opposed to somebody that wakes up at 4 in the morning and gets to it. However, as the early morning hours are not productive for everyone, she believes ultimately people should wake up at a time that works best for them. And that's the cop-out. They have no real study. They have no real nothing. Everybody's different. There was a point in time in my life where I used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym for fucking 3 hours and be in my office at 6:30. That was my life. There was a point in my life where I would wake up at fucking 4 o'clock and be at the gym and then be at the office. There was another point, like right now, my life consists of me not sleep. Like, I literally take a nap between like 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Crawl to the studio at 9:30, start going over things. It's weird. That's my life right now. This was a woman's study, by the way. So I don't know exactly how it works for dudes. So make sure you get your 8 hours and you get your beauty sleep, dudes. What's going on? I got Prime and I'm annoyed every time. There's more 7-day. I miss being an owl. Oh, the fluid in your brain. Basically, your spine has I'm not sure what I could look it up for Wednesday show, but your spine shoots up some shit into your brain that basically washes and cleanses the brain. Like, the brain swells over the day. Like, as the day goes on, your body just swells and naturally just compresses and decompresses. Well, there's fluid. Let's fucking Google it. I got Google in front of me. I got you. What is the fluid? Hold up. That the spine sprays the brain with called. And then we'll figure out what the fuck it does. Cerebrospinal fluid. It's a clear, colorless bodily fluid found in the tissue that's surrounding the brain and the spinal cord and all of its vertebrae. CSF is a product of special, I don't know how to read that shit. Epidemol? I need a doctor to read this shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is. What is that, a pixel? Whatever. Listen, let me tell you something. So basically, when you go to sleep, that shit will spray your head and just wash your ass down. I don't care about it being dark early. My beef is fucking up my sleep. I don't give a shit about the times. The time isn't real. I don't care. Like, time is something that people live by because they need to just keep rhythm going. But I don't give a fuck what time it is. Just don't fuck up my sleep rhythm, bro. Jay Prince said that he don't have an alarm and he don't have no rhythm, no routine to how he sleeps. Jay Prince said that he goes to sleep when he's tired and he wakes up when he's not. I started to do that shit. That shit is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Something. That shit is expensive. It's really hard to just wake up whenever the fuck you feel like it. But nonetheless, we're pretty trained, so you really don't wake up at that fucking awkward of a time as you would think. You'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised. This Banksy story's really got me fucked up. And what's really pissing me off is that licensing is becoming an issue. Oh, hey, anybody out there that understands licensing and knows the copyright laws, can you reach out? I'm trying to make a Christmas album, and I want to do like Feliz Navidad, Jingle Bells, but I don't want to go to jail. Can you help me get the licensing for next year? We're going to do a Christmas album. I want to do a Christmas album. Yeah, but I don't want to, like I said, we're not in the music industry anymore. I'm an independent artist. Will this one be independent, or do they get this one too? They get this one too? Oh, never mind. Reach out. Get some points on an album if you want, but we're doing that. We're doing a Christmas album. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. A bunch of, hey. Oh, fuck. Can I do like a bunch of shitty ass songs? Like terrible renditions of like good songs? Jingle bell. Yeah, no. All right, I'm sorry. We're gonna do something. I'm gonna have fun with it, but I'm at that point now. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Christmas album on the way. Banksy is being robbed, and we're not gonna stand for it. Stories out of Fortune. Did you see what happened? You didn't see what happened, did you? Well, Guess did some fake collaboration with Banksy, and they said, we're doing this to make sure the whole world gets to see Banksy. You know, the most famous graffiti artist ever that nobody knows who he is. What the fuck are we talking about? Guess is going to spread the word. Thanks, Guess. I'm glad you guys are here. Stories out of Fortune. Banksy calls for shoplifters to raid Guess stores after accusing them of lifting his designs. Anonymous graffiti artist Banksy accused the clothing retailer Guess of stealing his iconic flower thrower, an art piece for a store display at its Regent Street location in London. Damn, Susan. Crushing it. And called on his Instagram followers to shoplift the store. He said, rob that bitch. In a post to his 11.5 million followers, Banksy posted a photo of Guest's Regent Street store along with the caption, attention all shoplifters, please go to Guess on Regent Street. They've helped them. Oh, my bad. They've helped themselves to my artwork without asking. And how can it be wrong for you to do the same with their clothes? That is spectacular. How did that go? The storefront was a part of a new capsule collection made in collaboration with Brandalist. Who the fuck is that? Was that even a real brand? Which Guess called an urban graffiti license? What? Whose mission is to offer Banksy fans affordable graffiti collections. Get the fuck out of here. The owner, Andrew Gallagher, is also the owner of greeting card company Full Color Black, excuse me. According to his LinkedIn, and Banksy has been fighting with, why is it like that? So Banksy's been fighting with Full Color Black for 3 years over the use of his flower thrower and his Laugh Now piece, while the Brandlish website has a quote from Banksy on its page. Gallagher has had 2 ongoing EU disputes with the street artist over licensing and selling images. I just don't understand how he could do that. Like, you can't steal somebody's shit and just like, and he's getting away with it. That's why copyright laws are very interesting, because like they only stand in America. Like, there's very few places that are gonna hold these laws up. You could literally take everybody's content, change the language, put it up on another website real fast, and it'll never get caught. If it's not in English, they don't care. Like, you can say mad bad words in Spanish, and most of these AIs won't even catch it. And if you, hell yeah, I want to be Mariah, motherfucker. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Can you see me now? Boy, all I want. Can I redo that one? Can I do Mariah? For Christmas is you. No. I want to do like Spanish. Feliz Navidad. Do I need to get a band? Feliz Navidad. Oh, that's the wrong song. What is that? I just want to do whatever. I don't care. After the Banksy post, Guest store staff quickly covered the window display. And of course, they didn't respond for any comments to Fortune, and I'm sure they won't. But this is an interesting story, and I want to cover it because this is just ridiculous. How the fuck are you getting away with this? Come up with your own shit. Like, it's just too iconic to steal. Like, imagine if somebody just stole the Statue of Liberty and like made some shit up and said, yeah, no, we did it. Like, you just can't get away with it. They want to fucking poo-poo it because it's graffiti. I find that sickening. I really do. I really, really do. I can't do that. I'm gonna do Spanish ones too, motherfucker. I'm gonna go fucking 30 million deep. I just took my damn bracelet off because it's fucking itching. Because I shaved. I couldn't wait for the wax lady, and now I got like hair spots. Yeah, it's stupid. No. So how much do you need to live in a typical home in 8 cities? I'll tell you, stories out of CNBC. You need to earn over $200,000 to afford a typical home in these 8 U.S. cities. Home ownership costs continue to squeeze out all but the richest of buyers and potential homeowners. Hold on. If you had money to spend right now, you're about to be living it up. If you didn't, you better hunker down. You better hunker down. Home ownership costs continue to squeeze out all but the richest buyers. And potential home buyers now need to earn $200,000 or more in 8 U.S. cities to afford a typical home. $200K. You know, average income across the country is like $64,000. So let's say $100,000, and then after taxes and shit, you bring home 64. In Vegas, it's 46. God damn it, we're fucked. U.S. mortgage payments are up by an average of 45. My throat still hurts. Are up by an average 45.6% in the last year, and with interest rates for a 30-year fixed mortgage hovering near 7%, home buyers need to spend more just to keep up with rising financial costs, according to new analysis by real estate platform Redfin. On average, a home buyer in the U.S. must earn $281,000 to afford a median monthly mortgage payment of $2,682 a month, $2,600, which is up from $73,668 a year ago. As of October, Redfin finds homeowners are going to definitely come across a harder time, and we're going to see a lot of these fucking loans get real fishy. Be careful, because they're going to start offering things that sound too good to be true, and they usually are. It might not be your time. It sucks. Or get a smaller house and just wait till it is your time. But this sucks. It definitely does. But home ownership costs also vary widely by market, with many cities requiring much more income to afford the monthly mortgage payments for a typical home. Out of the largest 100 metro areas in the U.S., these 8 markets ranked the least affordable based on income needs. San Francisco, median home price in San Fran right now is $1.4 million. Average income needed, $400,821. San Jose, California, median home price, $1.3 million. Average needed, $363,265 a year. Anaheim, California, median home price, $945,000. To live in that home, you would need to make $286,000 a year. $254,286. God damn, bro, for fucking Anaheim? Wow. Oakland, median home price in Oakland is $920,000. To live there, you need to make about $247,559. In Los Angeles, the median home price is $823,000. And to live there, why isn't it moving? You need to make $222,592. San Diego, $790,000. Medium income, $212,000. Or you need to make $212,000. That's not too bad. And Dago, I think, is a lot prettier than the rest. But what do I know? Oxnard, medium home price, $782,000. They're asking there to make about $210,559. These are amazing incomes. These are at least tech people, and I mean, fuck, dude, you got to be well off. California makes money though, but either way, Seattle median home price $764,000. Need to make about $205,000 a year. New York wasn't too behind; it was number 11 with the. They didn't give me the median home price, but you do need to make $178,000 to live in Manhattan to keep up with the average in Manhattan, which is pretty amazing because New York is usually very expensive. I just think New York is going through growth changes, and they have more room. You know, it's very finite in California, right? You got old houses that are just fucking racking up amazing values that don't make any sense. Like a 120-year-old house should not be worth that much. No fucking way. But whatever. What do I know? Do a Thanksgiving project. I'm Puerto Rican. Like, I only celebrate Thanksgiving because we hang out and eat. Like, I'm not a fucking pilgrim. Like, They brought me here on a plane. We didn't even want to be here. They just put us on a fucking Southwest flight and dropped us off in the Bronx. Motherfucker, you in New York, you know what they did to my people. They just threw us in the Bronx and said, figure it out. And then all of a sudden, Haitians and Jamaicans popped up and a bunch of Dominicans, but they just dropped us off. They didn't give a fuck about us. Thanksgiving. Ain't Thanksgiving shit. Have you guys ever used Carvana? I did, and it wasn't too bad. I love the slot machine idea. It was pretty dope, the tower thing. Carvana fucked up, and they're crashing. But it's a good thing, because if you're on a hunt for a used car or a new car, prices are going to start coming down immensely. Prices are coming down now, even though dealerships are trying to fuck with you and keep them high. I'm still fighting to get the car that I want. I refuse to pay the $35,000 over ticket. I just can't. I can't. I'm not even a fan of Audi. Just to be completely honest with you, this wasn't even the car I was going to get. I was going to get another car, but it's still, that one was like, they want 74 for it, but online it was only 55, and I'm like, why am I paying 74? And then if I got the performance package, it was like it's like 110 for the performance package with everything, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. You're trying to sell me the base model for what the fucking performance one would cost just because it's some bullshit. No, thank you. Anyway, after Ken Block did that shit on the strip, I fell in love with Audi, and I went looking for an electric Audi, and the e-tron became my favorite new car. And we just fell in love with it. But it's still overpriced. When Carvana crashes and like all these cars just go bleh and hit the market, this might not affect Audi. Maybe not at all. Excuse me. But I'll be able to talk shit to them and negotiate a better price. So if you're looking for a car, hold out. Don't rush. Take your time. Negotiate. Read the market. Pay attention to what's really happening. Check out these sales trends and just watch all the guys on TikTok tell you what's happening. They know all this shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not a car buying guy. I hate going to dealerships. They're all assholes. The idea of buying a car and using a loan is so asinine to me because it just doesn't make any sense. The down payment doesn't make any sense. How they fucking loan you out doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. But this story's out of the street. The sky is not clearing up for Carvana. On the contrary, big clouds, big clouds, big ass clouds, dark as shit, continue to gather over the company with one. I don't know why I did that. My something told me to make that sound better. Fucking stupid ass. Continue to gather over the company, which was one of the biggest winners of the COVID-19 pandemic with massive growth. Massive. My nose is dripping now. Since announcing its quarterly results on November 3rd, Carvana shares have lost 44% of their value. Currently trading at $8. That motherfucker is cracked. I think we bought it like $2 when we got into some stupid shit. It was really, really low. Versus $14.35 on that day. This translates into a decline in the market capitalization of approximately, holy shit, $1 billion in 2 weeks. Carvana currently, god damn, they lost $1 billion in 2 weeks. Carvana currently has a market value of $1.43 billion. They lost 1.1 in a week. 2 weeks. That's $500,000 every 2 weeks. Not $500,000 billion, 500 million a week. What does this mean? This means car prices are going to take a shit because they got to liquidate. They've actually been sending out emails to people that sell cars and say, hey, you want to buy our cars? They're taking the shit. The company's definitely falling off. And it just doesn't make any sense how they value these cars. It doesn't. The car game is a very shady game. And I got to use the car game tactics in selling furniture. So fuck it. Make money. Capitalism. Wah. Thanksgiving diss track. Okay. You know who I want to do a song with? Mariah the Scientist. And then I want to do something else. Speaking of electric vehicles, how much will it cost you to charge that vehicle? Let's get into it. Digital trends. One of the major promises of the electric car is the fact that it'll save you money, at least when it comes to fuel costs. And let me shed some light. For anybody that has a car loan right now, stop and think what you're doing. You're paying $500 to $600, maybe even $1,000 a month on a vehicle that needs gas, oil changes, and needs maintenance that honestly you might not be able to do, you might not be able to afford to do, but you have to get done because the vehicle has to run. With that being said, you're looking at probably spending about $1,500 a month right now on your vehicle, including your insurance. $1,500 a month. Let's keep it at $1,000 for some folks. Let's just say $1,000 a month. If you had an electric vehicle, you don't get gas, you just got to plug the car and you're already going to pay your power bill. So if there's another maybe $30 or $40 on your power bill, it's still cheaper than $200, $300, $400 a month in gas. Am I right or am I wrong? Do you understand what I'm saying? Instead of spending money on gas, you're just plugging in your car. So okay, you get a used electric car. You probably have a $500 or $600 car payment, but you don't have gas anymore. Now all of a sudden your money's longer. You see what I'm saying? I don't mind paying $1,000 for my electric car. I spend about $250 a week in gas, maybe more. Just that alone, plus a payment? Why would I do that to myself? You see what I'm saying? So yes, buying an electric vehicle will definitely save you money on fuel costs, but it saves you money on many other things because maintenance is a big one. There's no oil changes. You don't have to worry about air filters. There's a big difference between an electric vehicle and a gas car. And honestly, at first, I'm still not okay with the fact that I can't fix it myself, but I am of the belief that if you're going to be in payments and you can't fix it yourself or you don't have that ability, the best way to go is electric. It's the newest technology. The dealerships are going to have to put priority. The banks are going to prioritize giving those loans because they're cleaner. The government's going to, it's an incentive for the banks, for everybody. Everybody wins. That's true more than ever now with these prices of gasoline rising in recent times, making it pretty easy to spend $100 or more on a tank, depending on your car model. And perhaps one of the major misconceptions with electric cars is the fact that they're not free. And that's right. You still have to pay to charge your car, but exactly how much, and it varies radically. Things like location of your charger, the car that you're driving, and more impactful, the most impactful part of cost is home versus out. That's going to be the biggest one. Obviously, paying at a charging station, they're going to have different fees that you have to oblige by if you need it. But at the same time, your best bet's always going to be to charge at home. And if you have solar, it's a double fucking whammy. Generally speaking, you should expect to pay between $5 and $30 for a full charge. You'll be closer to the $5 mark if you have a car with a small battery and happen to charge it at a cheap location. And it'll cost you more if you have a car with a larger battery and you charge it at a fast charger. Yes, fast chargers cost more. You get more battery charge, quicker juice. I think the most I've seen is like $13 per like hour kilowatt or some shit, and it charges the car pretty fast. So I mean, still $14, still can't beat it. But you have to have the time. So that's that. The cost of charging basically boils down to the following equation: the number of kilowatt hours of the battery, and you multiply that per the kilowatt hours that you charge at a public charging station. I don't understand kilowatt hours yet. Not really a fan of even using that conversion. I think we just call it miles per hour and just say lightning bolts per mile, because I don't fucking understand the kilowatts and the gigabytes and all the bullshit. I think I'm getting too old for this shit. But solar panels, charge the shit at home, you'll be good to go. The cheapest way to charge your electric car is at home. Public charging companies charge premiums to cover things like infrastructure costs, and of course they got to make a profit. A part of the charger that likely comes with your car, you can buy a faster one. Those do not have extra cost for charging. The adapters, I don't think they expressed that properly. You can get like a Tesla fast charger and add it on to your different style of chargers. Then you got to learn what kind of voltage your car is. There's a lot of things, but do understand that from the people that I know that have electric vehicles and what they spend, if you have a pretty moderate drive, moderate as far as like taking kids to school, going to work, doing daily shopping, anything with about 200 miles of range is pretty good and not that expensive to keep up. It's really not. And I promise you, once you don't have those gas prices, it's going to be very convenient. It just stacks up. 3 minutes from doing what? From doing a what? Tell me, I'm confused. What'd you say? I'm 3 minutes from doing what? Anyway. Oh, the hour? Yeah, okay. Okay, we in here. No, I tell you I got to give you an hour. We in here. I tell you we're doing an hour. We're doing an hour. Yeah. All the we're doing an hour now. That was news 2 weeks ago. We're doing an hour, and that's why we have so much more content. I mean, we're 20 podcasts behind on clips. Like, for me to catch up, money like $50K, because I'm gonna need like 30 people in here editing. Okay, like 4 people editing, but still, we're gonna need a bunch of money. This shit ain't gonna be cheap. So Giving you an hour means more content, means more clips, means more shorts, means more reels, means more everything. Hopefully more followers. Again, we're trying to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. I mean, we want to get to 1 million. What the fuck am I talking about? But let's get to 1,000. Like, I think YouTube is a very powerful tool, and I think it shows that you're doing really well in this space. And if I'm doing well, show me by subbing me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with you, boy. I appreciate that. We got one more story. Y'all remember Elizabeth Holmes, the lady with the blood things? And she used to talk like this. She would wear clothes and look like Steve Jobs. But she sounded like she was important because she was trying to save the world. Weird ass bitch, bro. Stories at Entertainment Tonight. And I only thought it was funny because I said, wow, for somebody that thinks that they're so smart, how fucking dumb could you be to get pregnant before going to jail? Do you really want to have your baby in jail? Is that what you want to do, Miss Elizabeth Holmes? Elizabeth Holmes, the disgraced CEO, is currently pregnant with her second child, has been sentenced to an 11-year. Fuck her. Has been sentenced to 11 years in prison after being found guilty on fraud charges related to the fallout of her blood sampling company, Theranos. She was holding the little thing. She was like, this is blood, and this blood is going to be sampled in 45 seconds. Bullshit. Holmes, who's expected to appeal, must report to prison on April 27th, 2023. She's also required to serve 3 years of her probation after her release. Good. Fuck her. Failure is normal, but failure by fraud is not okay. Bullshit. There was no failure. She was a fucking fraud. She had nothing. She was just a fucking clown, and people listen to her dumbass because she talked weird, and y'all thought that shit was a real... I don't know, man. Y'all just believe anything some goofballs say with a fucking nice sweater. Just because you put on a beautiful turtleneck sweater doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're talking about. What's wrong with you? Before I shoot... My bad. My lips are mad dry, and I don't like this fucking water. Like, we've talked about this before. I don't like this fucking water. It's dry or something. It doesn't moisturize. It just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And the chapstick isn't here, and I'm not going to leave. Because if we leave, show's over. Before she was sentenced, an emotional Holmes spoke before the judge. Thank you for taking the chance. Thank you for the chance to speak. I'm grateful for this chance, she said. According to reporters in the courtroom, I stand before you to take responsibility for Theranos. Theranos is a great company. It is a company that is great. That's my Trump. Y'all are stupid as shit. Trump just does that. Theranos was a great company. It was the greatest company ever. It was huge. She said she took responsibility for Theranos. It was my life's work. I am devastated by my failings. And what devastation? I have felt deep pain for what people went through because I failed them, she continued. To the investors, and the investors? How about the people you lied to, you fucking goof? She was taking people's blood and telling them what kind of cancers they didn't or did have, and it wasn't even true because they had to go do it the regular fucking way, which takes like days. The right way. The Aki way. My name's Kasabian Lavoe. We lost our sound today. That's too fucking bad. But this show is hip-hop. This show is fucking hip-hop. You know what time it is. My name's Kasabian Lavoe. Wah. Hour? Are we really doing it? Yes, we are. My name's Kasabian. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wah. Oh, hold up.
As you can see, the more you fuck around,
It sounds like shit.
the more you're going to find out.
All right, we out of here.